I love Yoncalla because it feels like home. I feel a connection here with my childhood and with my family and with my people for sure. I feel like that's a big part of my identity is my native culture, so it's really important to me to have that in my life and to be able to fall back on that in my daily life and to have that as a part of me. My name is Ayana Brown, and this is my dog Rosie. I am Hannes Coos in Comema, Kalapuya. The Coos side is from Coos Bay, Oregon, and Kalapuya is from right here in the Willamette Valley in Yoncalla. We are Comema Kalapuya, which is the southernmost Yoncalla tribe. So this is the homeland of our people. We are reviving the Kalapuya language, which was thought to be a dead native language in Oregon. Me and my family are the only speakers in the entire world, and we are basically studying our hearts out to try to bring back our language, which is a vital part of our culture. I think a lot of people think nowadays that Native people either aren't around anymore, or people think of the stereotypical Native with long black hair living in a teepee. I would just want the world to know that Native people are still here. We're probably not what you see on TV, and our culture is something that is beautiful and sacred. So I definitely think that sharing our culture with the community is definitely a big part in keeping our culture alive.
There are very few storytellers anymore. It's kind of almost a lost art. One of my jobs, my duty, is to pass along what I know to the younger generation, just as my grandmas, my elders, my aunties did with me, to pass that along and trust me with it. And over the past few years, that's what I've been trying to do with the grandchildren. So it's important that the next generation learn just as I learned. History is important so that you know who you are and where you came from. And that's why the storytelling is important, because the stories bring that history to the present. We still live that history and firmly believe in the old beliefs and even practice some of the ceremonies that were important to us.
When we drum, it's a feel-good thing for us. It's the time for us to get together and have some really deep thoughts and feelings, and it's a safe place to do that.
I had long ago almost given up hope of ever hearing the Kalapuya language spoken. One of the things that I really grew to want really bad was to learn the language of my mother's people. And it was almost hopeless for a while.
So my grandmother met Paul, who is a linguist locally here in Oregon, through mutual friends, and he had been collecting the Kalapuya language for a while now.
When he first encountered the Kalapuya words, he said it was the most beautiful language he'd ever heard.
Basically, he came to our family and just asked us if we wanted our language back, and of course we said yes, because we didn't really think that was possible. We had been told it was a dead language.
It's been an unbelievable journey. Starting from just a few scattered words that I knew within my family, to actually being able to look at a sentence or at a bunch of words in a book and know what those words mean. That has been just incredible for me.
So if I were to say Teo Tetsumanhoi, you would say Umsu.
Okay.
Umsu. It's going to cost a little bit to get these dictionaries printed, so we've started the fundraising process. We're hoping that through this fundraising we can get the first copies of the dictionary printed. We're hoping to give these copies out to universities who study languages, family members of the tribe. So with all the fundraising we're doing, we're trying to print more copies, get more resources, and get the books spread out into as many people as we can.
I'm very proud of Ayana because she is taking responsibility for being a carrier of culture.
It's kind of sad, but seeing my grandparents get older, it's definitely awakened me to realize that this is really important, and this is something that I want to cherish and I need to cherish so that eventually one day I can show my kids and pass on all of these traditions.
Hi, my love. My name is Curly. I am a video content producer over at BuzzFeed. We wanted to bring you here today to bring you a little surprise for all that you're doing. So Zelle is sending you $3,000 to help you on your journey and to help you reach your goals. And thanks to Zelle, the money will be in your bank account in minutes.
Oh, thank you so much. And I mean, thank you and BuzzFeed and everyone here for coming out and helping us share our story and share our word. It's definitely going to be an amazing thing for us and our family and our culture to be able to spread our word like this.
Of course. Pop hi.
Pop hi. Thank you.
Bye, my love.
So I just found out that Zelle is sending us $3,000 to help with our project.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool.
It's so great that people are getting behind this project.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, girly.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Love you.
Love you. So you're now officially in charge. I have a
Yeah.
question though.
Yeah.
What is Zelle?
I told you she was gonna ask. With Zelle, it goes into my bank account within minutes.
Oh,
I had to do this
wow.
now.
Okay.